Welcome to classes on organic chemistry. Today's class is on some basic principles and technique, and the part if this is organic compound analysis. It is of first year. Maximum of the student give less importance on the topic organic compound analysis, and it is so important that each and every year in the entrance exam, either in JEE or NEE or other competitive exam, you will get a question from this. It is a must. So minutely follow what I say, and I will assure you that it will be a very important uh, chapter for your exam, class exams, also for entrance point of view. So organic chemistry, the sub principle of principles and techniques of organic compound analysis, actually it is broadly classified into two parts. One is first one is quantitative analysis, and second one is qualitative analysis. First of all, let me define what is quantitative analysis and what is qualitative analysis. Quantitative analysis in a very nutshell, I am telling you, the quantitative analysis is used to analyze the species present in organic compound, specially focusing on finding elements or ions in organic compounds. And what is qualitative analysis? It is used to analyze the quantity, that is amount of element present in organic compound. And first one is used to analyze the species present in organic compound. Now let me define. Organic compound generally contains besides carbon and hydrogen, it contains oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, halogens and phosphorus. So it is sometimes required to find out the nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen, halogen and phosphorus in the organic compound. And the presence of this organic compound with the help of a lot of tests is dealt with the quantitative analysis. And when this species is present in quantity, its amount in gram, then that is called qualitative analysis. So The, so quantitative analysis may be done with the help of indication in change in color or extraction, chromatograph or spectral analysis, that is spectral analysis, which is specially used for analyzing the functional group in it, which is out of the scope of your syllabus. So the now question is that why it is required to analyze the presence of the species or element or ions in inorganic compounds, and if it is required, how it is done. So in quantitative analysis, it is done first by lesion. This year, in the NEET exam 2023, a question asked from this point, which I am going to discuss, and during the course of my discussion, I will explain the answer of the question. It is very easy one, and maximum of you cannot answer this one, as you do not give much importance upon that topic, which is less interesting for you. So lesion method. Now, before coming to lesion method, let me first tell some of the properties of organic compound which is known to you. It is known to you that organic compounds are covalent compound, and they do not give ions in the solution. So to make the test or make the presence of element of ion in the solution with the reagent using to make the reaction, the organic covalent compound should be converted to ionic compound. And if it is made to ionic compound, then this ionic compound, when it is mixed with other reagent, that will give the suitable test. So the main reason or the reason behind the organic compound to respond the chemical reaction, organic compound which are covalent in nature, to give the response of chemical reaction, that organic compound or covalent compound should be converted into the ionic compound. That's why lesion method is an important method where organic compound is converted into ionic compound, and as such this lesion method is used in reacting with other reagent. Now what is lesion test? It is very important, and in order to learn any things, just you see how I do and you can understand these things. This is the background I am telling. The how lesion test or lesion method is nothing but the compound where the elements or ions are used to be detected out, or presence of the ion element are used to be detected out. First of all, these compounds are made inorganic, is made ionic only when this organic compound, which is mixed with some other sodium, hydrogen, or sodium, oxygen, or nitrogen, is mixed with sodium metal, and it is fused in the fusion tube, and it is boiled or hot in the red hot, and then it is cold, and then some it is filtered when it is mixed with pure water or distilled water, and then it is filtered, and the undesired part is taken out, and the solution which is filtered is called sodium extract. And with the help of this extract, a lots of reactions are done. So let me first take one example, that let us assume nitrogen is present. How the presence of nitrogen is ascertained with the help of Legend test. The sample which contain nitrogen is first mixed with sodium and boiled or heated, and then it is mixed with water, pure water, and then it is filtered, and filtered is taken. That filtrate is in the sodium extract. Then sodium extract, which assumed to be contain sodium, is taken. Sodium extract A very simple scheme of the reaction is that lesion at the sodium extract which is made in this way is taken, and here it is mixed with ferrous sulfate, then sodium hydroxide, and it is boiled and cooled, and then hydrochloric acid concentrated and ferric chloride is added. If you add up all this and you find the reaction color of the reaction is blue or green, that means the nitrogen is present and is confirmed. Now, this is a scheme of the reaction. What are the steps of the reaction taking part? And this question is asked in the exam. So, what's happened? If nitrogen is present in the sample, then sodium combines with carbon and nitrogen, and that gives you sodium cyanide, and that is the main content of sodium extract. If nitrogen is present in the organic solvent, then fuse sodium Cn combine to give you NaCN. Now this NaCN So the step of the reaction, the reactions takes place in a stepwise is that NaCN in the sodium extract reacts with ferrous sulfate with FeCN. ferrocyanide, and that ferrocyanide again reacts with sodium cyanide, give you Na4 efficiency sodium ferrocyanide. Then sodium ferrocyanide reacts with ferric chloride in presence of hydrochloric acid, gives you Fe4 efficiency salting peak ferric ferrocyanide, that is Prussian blue, that confirms the presence of nitrogen. So very often, sometimes the structure of sodium ferrocyanide, sometimes the structure of ferric ferrocyanide, or what is Prussian blue, give the structure, give it the complex structure of this one, is asked in the exam. So this is the first test of nitrogen. This is very simple, and that when sodium extract is made, then in the presence of sodium, if sulfur is present, that sulfur reacts with sodium, gives you sulfur sulfide, and it is nothing but sodium extract. When this sodium extract is made to react with nitroprusside, a reagent is found in the reagent in the laboratory, Na2FeCN5NO, it gives Na4FeCN5NOS, which color is the purple, and this purple color indicates that there is the presence of sulfur. So sometimes in the exam the reaction is given, and also in the exam sodium nitroprusside structure of the sodium nitroprusside is asked, and also sometimes the sodium Na4FeCN5NOS purple, and the structure of this is asked in the exam. So it is very important. It is again very important when, if in the organic compounds, if halogen is present, halogen means chlorine, bromine, and iodine, if they are present. Now what will do in the sodium extract? The sodium extract will contain the sodium, a metal which is fused with the organic compounds, but then halogen will combine, will give you NaX. Am I right? When sodium hydroxide is made to react with silver nitrate in presence of nitric acid, and the three things may appear. If it white PPT appears and the PPT disappears in presence of liquid ammonia, it means it is chlorine. And if the product of NaX is made to react with silver nitrate and HNO3, and if it gives pale yellow PPTN, which again disappears in presence of liquid ammonia, that means it gives you bromine. And if this product forms an yellow PPTN which disappears again in presence of liquid ammonia, it means that the organic compound contains iodine. So that is how the presence of halogen elements in the organic compound may be detected with the help of this test. And this time in NEET 2023, this question was asked: if in the organic compound both nitrogen and sulfur is present, so in the option it is given a lots of complex and you are asked which is the original compound complex is formed to confirm the presence of nitrogen and sulfur. So in the sodium extract, when sodium is mixed with a organic compound which is assumed to be where assumed to be nitrogen and sulfur is assumed to be present, and then this sodium extract will contain sodium plus carbon plus nitrogen and SNSCNS, and that sodium NaCNS is made to react with ferric chloride. It will give you FeSnCx althene 6 or FeSnCSn6Cl2. That the color of this compound is ferric sulfocyanide. This color is blood red and PPT, and this confirms the presence of both nitrogen and sulfur in the organic compound. So, besides Legend test, now in organic compound, the main constituent is carbon and hydrogen. If you are asked very simple things, how you will confirm the presence of carbon? Then this carbon is copper oxide CuO, and if it is heated, this you will get carbon dioxide plus copper. And if the gas is carbon dioxide, how will you confirm that that is carbon dioxide? And this carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, calcium hydroxide. Then lime water will become white and this confirms the presence of carbon dioxide, and this presence of carbon dioxide means there is carbon, and that carbon must come from that carbon, that is organic compound has contained carbon. Now, presence of hydrogen. Now, whether there is the presence of hydrogen, that also can also be confirmed when when copper oxide is made to react with hydrogen in presence of, and it is heated, then it will give copper plus water. And if this water, and now in the solution mixture copper sulfate, if it is dried with the help of heated, then water will escapes out, and that becomes white, copper sulfate white. And if copper sulfate white is mixed with water, then again it will give you hydrated copper sulfate, and that is again blue. That means due to the presence of water, that water has come from hydrogen, and this indicates that water is there and water has come from hydrogen, and due to the presence of water is established with the help of white copper sulfide turns to blue, and that confirms that the compound contains hydrogen. Now, again, it is very simple and easy. The presence of sulfur. When sulfur is made to react with sodium peroxide, Na2O2, that gives Na3 sodium phosphate, Na3PO4, and this Na3PO4 is when made to react with ammonium molybdate, NH4 whole thing to MOO4, then it gives NH4 whole thing 3PO4 MOO3, and that is ammonium phosphomolybdate, and the color is yellow, and this indicates that the organic compound contains phosphorus. This is the again another test for presence of sulfur. That is how we have proved qualitative analysis of the presence of ions or elements or the species in organic compound like oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, halogen, nitrogen and sulfur all together all along, again phosphorus, and also carbon and hydrogen. This is all about quantitative analysis. Now, what is about qualitative analysis? Now, what is about quantitative analysis? The quantitative analysis, quantitative, that is the amount of the species or the element present in the organic compound, may be found out in what is the amount of the substance present in the organic compound. That can be done, is called quantitative analysis. It can be done by titration and gravimetric process and combustion analysis, and out of this, the famous these methods are very important, and very often questions are asked in higher tough exams, entrance exam. Kashrul, Duma, and Quries method. In my next class, I will explain these three within 40 or 45 minutes. And as we have done a lot of hope you have find the class more interesting. Thanks a lot, and I request you to subscribe the class and share, because if you subscribe this one, you will get a lot of class which I have already uploaded for second year, and I am going to upload questions or questions answer solves of the entrance exam, neet exam, or other types of entrance exam in due course of time. So please subscribe in order to get the latest information about the class. Thanks a lot for watching the class.